another new video on Goldman Sachs logical reasoning questions. So as you can see, we already uploaded Goldman Sachs recruitment process completely, and you can see over there the test pattern. So there in the Goldman Sachs first round, you can see logical reasoning questions having around 12 questions. So in the reasoning section, we have totally 3 categories like logical reasoning, diagrammatic reasoning, and abstract reasoning. So in this video, we will discuss about all the questions related to logical reasoning of the Goldman Sachs, so which is around 12 questions. So in the upcoming videos, we will see the remaining reasoning topics like abstract and diagrammatic. So in this today's session, we will focus on this logical reasoning section. Around 12 questions is coming in the examination. So without any delay, let's get started. So before entering to the question and answers, I would like to tell you one more thing, guys. Top 3 commenters on this video will get the free access to our newly launched Prevenstra Prime. So our team already played the trailer before this lecture already. So you can see what is the Prevenstra Prime looks like, right? So you will get that for free if you are the top 3 commenters of this video. So try to comment on this video, as it may be a suggestion, feedback, or answers for the upcoming questions. So please comment below on of this video. One more thing, so top companies would hiring soon. So try to follow us on all social media handles, so that we will post all of the recruitments of different companies in our all the platforms. So as you can see in the Instagram or Discord or Facebook or WhatsApp or Telegram. So before coming to the live in the YouTube, we will always update the students with our post on the social media handles. So try to follow us on all our social media handles, so that you will get the notifications very easily and very quickly. So without any further delay, let's get started with our question and answers of today's session, Goldman Sachs logical reasoning. So here is the first question. So I am suggesting you guys, please try to pause the video and try to solve the question on your own first, and then look into the solution, so that you can able to do the problems in a better way, and you can able to know what is the better shortcut when you do it on your own first. So for each and every question, try to pause the video and solve it on your own, then look into the solution. Okay, so here's the first question. We will start the solution now. How many squares are there in this chessboard? So we have to find how many perfect squares are there in the following chessboard, right? So just look at here, how many rows are there and how many columns are there in the first case. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we have total 8 rows and 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 columns. So it is a 8 by 5 chessboard. So if it is a square chessboard, we have a different approach, and if we have a rectangular type chessboards, like columns are not equal to rows, we have to do the process a little different. So just look into the explanation now. So what would be the perfect square scenario? So perfect squares is nothing but we can count 1 by 1 grid. So as you can see, this white box is a perfect square, and this is a 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So all these small pieces 1 by 1 is called as a perfect square, right? So how many perfect squares are there in a row? Which is nothing but, first we have to take total number of rows, and you have to multiply with total number of columns, so that you can able to count all the squares presented in that box. So how many rows are there? There are 8 rows into how many columns are there? 5 columns. So the answer would be 8 4s are 40. So there are 40 perfect squares in this chessboard. But this is not the end of the solution or the end of this question. So this is not the total number of squares. It is only total number of 1 by 1 squares. So just look into, for example, I am taking 2 by 2, which is nothing but considering 2 boxes as a square. So just look at here, I am drawing for your clarification. This box is called as perfect square, and again it consists of 2 by 2 rows, which is nothing but 2 rows, 2 columns, right? So this is 1, and again I can assume like this. So this is 2. Again I can consider this 2. So 3, 4, so and so on. If you count like this, you will never do this problem in time, right? So for this we have a shortcut, better shortcut. So just look at here. Whenever the number of grids are increasing, the rows you need to decrease by 1. So for example, 2 by 2 is nothing but it will present on the rows as 7 times. So if you count started with this yellow color boxes 2 by 2 matrices or boxes, it will up to 7 times. So 7 into, if you count it on column wise, for example, this is 1 and this is 2 and this is 3 and this is 4, like this, it will become 4 times. So whenever you are increasing the number of blocks for the square, it will decreases the column width and the row width by -1. So this is the shortcut you have to remember. So 4 7s are 28 boxes or the squares will be there if you consider 2 by 2 square. If it is 3 by 3, if it is 3 by 3, it will be again decreased by -1. So 7 minus 1 it is 6 and 4 minus 1 it is 3. So total number of 3 by 3 squares is nothing but 18. If you take 4 by 4 square, 4 by 4 square is nothing but it again decreased by 1. So 5 into 3 decreased by 1, 2. So total 10. And 5 by 5. If you take in 5 by 5, which is nothing but it is again decreased by 1 and it is decreased by 1. So answer is 4 ones are 4. So you are consider 5 by 5 square, right? So 5 by 5 square is nothing but you are taking 5 rows and 5 columns. So there is no further chance to take towards the column, right? So you don't have to count further reduction. So you can create the squares up to the least number of the boxes on a particular side. So it's very easy concept if you know the theoretical concept. So this is it, and we have to count them or the add all these numbers so that you can conclude the answer. So 40 plus 10, 50, and here we have 4, right? I am distributing 2 to this and 2 to this, so it will become 30 and it will become 20. So 20, 30, 50, 50 plus 40, 90, 90 plus 10, 100. So the total number of squares presented in the following chessboard is 100. So option B is correct for this particular question. So after this much of explanation, I'll give you a very simple shortcut. Remember this. So always, if you want to count down all the squares in any chessboard, it will be n into n. So it is columns and it is rows. For example, I am considering it is a n by n grid. For example, columns and rows is given in a different way, like n into m. So you have to do it as n into m plus n minus 1 into m minus 1 plus n minus 2 into m minus 1, m minus 2, and plus and so on, until this sequence is reduced to like either m minus some number or n minus some number need to become 1. Then you have to conclude that and you have to add all the sums. It is easy concept, and in order to know more about this, guys, please subscribe to our Prabinsta Prime. There you can see all these type of shortcuts and you can do those type of problems of logical reasoning in a very less time. So let's get started with our next question. So try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation part. So I hope everyone done well. Just look into the explanation now. Find the missing number in the given image. So just look at here, guys. So try to find the row wise relationship or the column wise relationship first. So when I look into the table, immediately I can recognize the square numbers. So here 256 is a square and 255 is a square and 289 also is square. So 256 is nothing but 16 square and 225 is nothing but 15 square. So 289 also 17 square. So all these are square terms. How this 15 and 16 and 17 came to this existence? So can I form these numbers from the earlier or preceded numbers? So just look at here, 31 and 15. If you take the difference between those two numbers, you can able to produce 16. So 31 and 15, the difference is 16. So 16 square is nothing but the last third box answer. So simply they are doing taking the difference of the numbers and doing the square. So 29 and 14 difference is 15. 15 square is this number. So our required answer for this particular question is 33 minus some value is equal to 17 is the answer. Right, it is an easy concept. So x will be 33 minus 17. 33 and 17 difference is how much? So option B, 16 is correct. So if you subtract 16 from 33 and you will get 17, 17 square is 289 is the output result in the third box. So it's an easy concept. So the answer is option B. So just look into the next question. Find the missing series. So here some series is given and you have to find the missing alphabets over here. So try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation part. Okay, I hope everyone done well. So just look into the explanation now. So just look at here guys, whenever this type of series is given, you have to recognize the pattern of repeated letters. So just look at here, when I have seen this pattern, I can able to see W, X, Y and some Z's also there. So there are 4 alphabets, they are using X, Y, Z and W. And they're obviously started with W. So here. So for your clarification, I am writing here W, X, Y, 1 blank, 2 blank, W, X, X, 1 blank, Y and Z, Z, W, blank, W, X, X, blank, Y, 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 Z, blank, Z. So this is the pattern. So just look at here guys, when I have seen the first time W, X, Y is coming in a continuous pattern. When I look into the middle of the sequence, Z is repeated for 2 times and X also repeated for 2 times. So there may be a chance it is first repeated for 1 time, next it is repeated for 2 times. When I look at the end of the series, Y is repeated for 3 times. So here I got some logic. It is nothing but it is repeated for 1 time for the first time, and it is repeated for 2 times in the second sequence, and it is repeated for the 3 times. So is it allowed in this pattern or not? We will insert the numbers or the alphabets and we will see the matching options. So just look at here, X, Y. So I am writing in a different color. So it may be Z. So X, Y, Z is completed 1 time. So Z might be the chance. So option C got eliminated. The next one, 2 times X was started, right? So the series is started with W, X, Y, Z. So next will be W for 2 times and X for 2 times, Y for 2 times, Z for 2 times. This pattern can fill this series or not, we will see. So here W, yes, W for 2 times and X for 2 times. And if I fill Y for 2 times, yes, series is perfectly aligned. So our pattern is and our recognition is very good. So you have to start with the answer. So our answers will be C, Z here, W here, X is repeated, so Y is here, so Z, Z. Next, W is here and W also here, so here also W, so 3 times W was repeated. So X need to be repeated 3 times, so 3 times X and 3 times Y and 3 times Z. So what is our required answer? Z, W and here Y and here again W and here again X and here Z. So our answer is ZWY, WXZ. So which is, when you look at the options, ZWY, WXZ. So option D is matching with our complete pattern. So all the remaining options got eliminated. So option D is the correct one. So all you need to do, the recognizing a pattern, this will comes when you gone through a lot of practice. Doing the problem is not a big deal, but doing the problem in time is a big deal, guys. So in the examination, you have a less time and you have to do it within the time. So for the explanation, I'm taking this much time, but in the examination, we won't take this much time to do the problem. We can easily recognize them by seeing. Why? Because we have a little practice over that, right? So you can also do it in a very less time if you are able to practice a lot of questions. So you can also improve. I would like to show you something. So you can able to also see your analytics and everything. So I have navigated through Goldman Sachs and I have opened a numerical computation quiz and I have randomly attempted one question. So after attempting the correct answer, you can able to see your explanation and you can able to see the graph or analytics what we are providing. So in how much time you are attempting the problem and with the time period how many users or how many students can able to answer this question in time. So you can able to improve yourself by comparing with the others as well. So this is how it will show you. So this is the timeline in seconds and this is the number of users that attempted the question and how many are attempted before you and how many people attempted after you. This total analytics will give you the better way of doing the problems, right? So you can improve yourself by seeing at the total analytics. So our team will play a good video on this analytics so that you can able to understand it very easily. So try to watch that first and we will look into the next questions. So just look into the next question. So try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation part. Okay, so just look into the explanation now. Mohini stepped out of her house to buy some fruits. Okay, she traveled west 6 kilometers from her house. So whenever you are facing this type of directions or distance problem, immediately start drawing the picture without any further delay. So just look at here. She started from her house west 6 kilometers from her house. So all you guys know, this is the north, this is the east, right hand side, and left hand side is west and downwards is south. So she started, I am assuming from here, so left hand side 6 kilometers, and then she took left turn. Left is nothing but anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise is nothing but this direction, and traveled for 12 kilometers. So I am taking somewhat a little longer, so 12 kilometers, and reaches the junction P. So this is the junction P. She reached there. She took a right turn. Right turn nothing but again clockwise. In the clockwise she traveled for 10 kilometers. So the distance is 10 kilometers. I am taking this 10, and then turn 90 degrees clockwise. 90 degrees clockwise is nothing but this is the 90 degrees clockwise, and traveled for 8 kilometers to reach junction Q. So she traveled only 8 kilometers. It will be near a half more than the 12. So I have drawn the picture like this, and this is the point Q. And at Q she turned left. Left is nothing but again anti clockwise, right? So anti-clockwise is nothing but this direction. So anti-clockwise and traveled 6 kilometers. So this is 6 kilometers again. And finally turn right. Right is nothing but clockwise direction. So this is the clockwise direction again. And after reach the market after 4 kilometers more. So after 4 kilometers she reached the market. And remember guys, these two lines are in the same line. Why? Because the vertical displacement is 12 here, and vertically he has traveled 8 kilometers here and 4 kilometers here. So total market and her house are in the same line. So what is the question we will see first? So what is the shortest distance between junction P and the market? So he is not asking the shortest distance but between home and the market. They are asking junction P to market. So he is asking about junction P is here and market is here. This is the shortest distance you have to find. So whenever you need to find this type of distances, try to create a right angle triangle so that you can able to find the answer very easily. So here they have given this is the shortest distance, and you have to know what is the vertical distance and what is the horizontal distance. So this is the total horizontal distance and this is the total vertical distance. What are these distances? So that I can get the hypotenuse, which is the shortest distance between those 2 points. So horizontal distance is 16 plus 10, total 16 kilometers is the horizontal distance, and vertical distance is nothing but 4 plus 8, total 12. So side square plus second side square, which is nothing but the vertical displacement is 4 plus 8, 12. So 12 square. So side square plus side square under the square root will give you the hypotenuse value according to the Pythagoras theorem. So I am directly doing this concept without explaining much about this. So 16 square is nothing but 256 and 12 square is nothing but 144. So if you do the square root, 256 plus 144, answer is 400. So square root of 400 is nothing but 20 kilometers. So the shortest distance between those two given points is option A, 20 kilometers is the answer. So to do this type of problems, all you need to do one thing. Immediately you have to convert the data to the pictorial representation, and this pictorial representation will give you the solution. And for the directions you have to use Pythagoras theorem. So just look into the next question. Here is the question. So try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation part. So just look into the explanation now. In certain code language, symmetry is written as something like this, and then how consequences written in that code. So just do it guys. It's very simple concept. All you need to know is how to convert the given alphabets to numbers immediately so that you can able to predict the answer very quickly guys. So we have already created the best shortcuts to remember all the alphabets to the numbers in our Prime website, and you can learn that. So here I am directly giving you the solution. Just look at here. S is nothing but 19 and Y is nothing but 25 and M is nothing but 13 and E is nothing but 5 and T is nothing but 20 and R is nothing but 18 and again Y is nothing but 25. See how quickly I am writing the numbers. And when you look at the coded word, which is a Y, which is nothing but 25, and next one is 19, which is nothing but S. So V is nothing but 22, H is nothing but 8, P is nothing but 16, O is nothing but 15, and Z is nothing but 26, and S is nothing but 19. So just look at here guys, I can predict the answer by seeing the option, the question. Here M and M is given, but there is no letter is repetitive. So they are not adding any value constantly to the numbers, and they are not making them the order. So there are some swappings are there, and they are adding some different numbers also. So what is the swappings and different numbers we can recognize here? So just look at here, 19 is there, 19 is there, 25 is there, 25 is there. So first number went to the last position and last number went to the first position. So immediately we will see the second number went to the last but one place, but it went to last but one place, but it is got incremented by 1. So what they are doing is they are swapping the numbers position as well as they're adding some values. So just look at here. First, they are add up with 0. So that's why there is no change in the alphabets. Next, they have added 1. So that's why 25 become 26. And see, last but one place came to the second place. And it is also increased by 1. So remember guys, first went to last, last went to first. And second went to last but one. And last but one went to the second place. So they are swapping the positions and increasing the values. So see, 13 went to from the last third position, but it will become +2, and 20 came to third place, but it is become +2. So it is nothing but gradually they are adding by +0, +2, +3, +4 and so on, and the positions are swapping themselves. So you can do this problem by eliminating the options, not to find the total output. So just look at here how I can eliminate the options. So just look at here, what is the differences between these options. So just look at here guys, lot of the options having PC in the last two terms, but option D have a QC. If it is the logic, our answer will be D. Either answer will be predicted or D will be eliminated. So start with Q. So Q is last but one. So O will become Q. So O is 15 and Q is 17. So it become 17. And if the second position element is there, you have to add +1 only. Why? Because first element is +0, second element is +1. But here it is increased by +2. So it is wrong. +2 need to be done for third variable, not the second variable. So option D got eliminated. So guys, look at here, my explanation. Why I'm taking this much time is nothing but I would like to give you the shortcuts what we are following in our courses. So option D got eliminated. So we have left with 3 options. Immediately I will look for what is the remaining differences. Vj here, V high here and V high here. So I will look for Vj, Vi, Vi. So just look at here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the fifth element, right? So I is the fifth element. Here also I is the fifth element. So fifth element need to be increased by +4. Why? Because first element by 0, second element by 1, third element by 3. Sorry, third element by 2 and third element by 4. Sorry, fourth element by 3. So when we are increasing the position, we are need to add -1. So this is the fifth element. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the fifth element. So 5 become 10. Why? Because E is 5 and J is 10. So it is increased by +5. It is wrong. Why? Because the fifth element need to increase by +4. So option A also got eliminated by J. So we have left with only 2 options. So what is the difference between them? I can see the difference at this place. So what is the Z position? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Z is the sixth element from the front. So what is the corresponding value from the back end? Which is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So U. So if U is the sixth element, so U value is 21. So 21 become Z, which is nothing but 26. So look at here guys, U is the sixth element. So sixth element need to be added by +5. So exactly matches. So U code is Z. So answer we have left with B. See guys, after getting the logic, only I need to do the verification irrespective of finding every variable. Why? Because it is not that much easy to calculate. It will waste a lot of time. So in order to make this happen, you have to go through the option elimination, and it is easy if you start practicing this type of problems more and more. So just look into the next problem. So try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and then we will look into the explanation part. So before going to the explanation of this question, I would like to show you something guys, which is really important. So just look at here. This is our Prepinsta Prime website. So there you can able to watch 100+ courses in a single platform. So if you're already our Prime subscriber, you can able to get our Prevention Nano degree course along with TCS ION remote internship certificate. And here you can see a lot of popular skills like artificial intelligence, cyber security and ethical hacking, and big data and AWS cloud. And you can also learn popular languages like C, C++, Java and Python, which are very mandatory for all the students who are preparing for a lot of MNC companies, and popular codings as well as aptitude courses like quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning and verbal ability, data interpretation, visual reasoning. So all these sections are very important, especially the visual reasoning section is very important for the Goldman Sachs section. Why? Because in Goldman Sachs we have diagrammatic reasoning, abstract reasoning. It will all comes under visual reasoning category. So you can also prepare platform wise as well if you want to prepare, as well as if you want to prepare for company specific also you can prepare. All the company specific also we have created. So this is all our courses guys. So try to get the subscription of this Prime and you can able to see a lot more things. So when coming to the prices of this Prime website, you can see here the prices. So I will log out first and I would like to show you the prices. So if you want to get the Prime for the 6 months, you can able to access for 3,499. If you want to try it for 3 months, you can able to access it 2,499. If you want to go for 12 months, and if you want to go for more number of packages, we are have for 12 months it is 4,499, for 24 months it is 5,499, for 36 months it is 5,999, for 48 months it will be 6,499. So this offers may be expired within the time being, so decreasing here. If the time is decreasing, the price will again resume to its original prices. So try to grab this opportunity and try to look at all the courses what we have. So just look into the question without any further delay. Read the following information and answer the question that follows. So just look at here guys. 6 delegates LMNOPQ plan for the dinner at multi-cuisine restaurant, and all 6 delegates are from different countries and they offer different kinds of dishes for their dinner. So just look at here, it is some sort of group arrangement related concept. So we'll have to design a table and you have to insert this statement into the tabular data. So just start with the explanation. So the delegates names are L, M, N, O, P and Q. So I will always try to do the problems in this pattern only. So just look at here, I am writing the countries on the one side and the dishes on the other side. So I am writing country here and I am writing their dishes here. So just look at here guys, this is what you have to design the table. This is how you have to design the table. Okay, so just look into the explanation now how we will do. M, who is not from America. So M is not from America, so I am writing M is not from America. So it is my simple keynotes so that I can able to do the problems easily. Just give me a moment, I am erasing for this now. And yes, M is not from America. Okay, next, order Italian toast. So M is ordered Italian dish. So I am writing just IT toast, right? So O is from North Africa. So O is from North Africa, and but did not order somtam. So she is whatever, whoever it may be, not ordered somtam, ST. Okay, Q is not from Ireland. So Q is not from Ireland or America or Mexico. So America, Ireland, Mexico, these 3 countries are not belongs to Q. The person from Spain order the seafood. So whoever comes from the Spain, we don't know who is the Spain person, but Spain person will order the seafood. So whenever we know some seafood or the Spain person, we will insert this data into that particular table. So wait for it, don't get yourself confused. Just write it down, all the data whatever they have given, and it will automatically arrange themselves in the table, all you need to do is some patience and you have to wait for it. Wait for the right time and the right situation and right statement. So just look at here. L did not order chicken palm. So L did not order chicken palm. So L is chicken palm, no. And P did not order chicken rice. So P is not chicken rice. Next, N belongs to India. So N belongs to India. Look at the first statement. The person who ordered chicken palm is from Mexico. So Mexico is the city and who ordered the chicken palm. So just look at here, guys. Here M is not from Mexico. Why? Because he ordered Italian toast. And these two are also not ordering chicken palm. Why? Because N is from India and O is from North Africa. They can't order chicken palm, right? So I have left with only two places, that is L can be a chicken palm or Q can be a chicken palm, right? But L is not chicken palm, already given in the earlier statement. So the only chance for the P is chicken palm. And P is from Mexico. So this blank is filled. So N and O both did not order chicken rice. So Q is not chicken rice. Sorry, O is not chicken rice. And N also not chicken rice. So Q can be chicken rice. Right. So which of the following is correct? So whatever I got, I placed over here, and don't get yourself confused and just go to the question. P, seafood, Spain. P is from Mexico. So option A is got eliminated. M is Ireland. M is we don't know. So we don't know, and it is a chicken rice given, but M is Italian toast directly given in the statements. So option C also got eliminated. Next, P is Mexico. Yes, correct. And chicken palm. Yes, both are correct for the option B. So one of the pair is correct. So option B is your answer. You don't have to arrange them all in the given data. Remember, guys, they are giving very less time and giving this lengthy questions, means they want the answer immediately, so that you don't have to make yourself complex by arranging all of them. Just read the data and complete the table and look at the question immediately, and you can able to see the answer. Why? Because they will give you in a simple manner. So these arrangements will be below average or average level only, but the data may be huge, but the output is very simple. So N, masala dosa, India. So we don't know, we can't confirm actually, right? Why? Because in this data masala dosa is not a item is mentioned, so it is a possibility, not the correct one. So option D also got eliminated. So option B is your answer for this particular question. So just look into the next question. Try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and we will look into the explanation part. So I hope everyone done well. Just look into the explanation now. What is the value at the place of question mark is given in the matrix. So just look at here, guys. Try to solve the answer first in the row wise, next go for the column wise. So when I have seen the last boxes, it always, I hope these numbers are designed from the remaining numbers of the row wise. So this is how I can predict. So why? Because all the last columns are very huge numbers. How then can be created? From the smallest numbers only. So start with the last row. Why? Because I can able to see this 240 little easy. Why? Because we have 5 2s are 10, 10 6s are 60, 60 8s are 480. So why I have done the multiplication? It's nothing but when you look at this type of numbers, I can able to predict the answer as I have to do the additions or subtractions or the multiplications or the divisions. Why? Because all the numbers are single digits, and which is a unit digit numbers or single digit numbers from 0 to 9, and the output is 3-digit number. So all we have a chance that you have to multiply them. If you add them, you will never get more than 40. Why? Because if all are 9s, 4 9s are 36. So it will be not more than 40, right? So it is 240 means obviously I have to do multiplications. So just look at here, 6 into 5 into 2 into 8, right? So 5 2s are 10, 10 8s are 80, 86 are 480. How can you design 240 from 480? So can I divide by 2? So yes, 240 correctly matched. Is this logic is allowed by the other rows or not? If you judge your logic is correct, or else you have to search for another logic. So immediately do this. So when I look at this second row, I can able to see the simple numbers, right? So just start with this. 13 ones are 13, 13 fours are, and this is 12, this is 13, yeah. 12 into 13, 12 13s are 156. What is the half of 156? Which is nothing but 78. Yes, answer is exactly matched. So my logic is correct. So he is justly doing multiplying the numbers and divide by 2. So 6 into 3 into 8 into 12 divide by 2. So 2 will cancel this 6 times. So when I look at the options, I can able to see some logic that the unit digit concept, or you can directly multiply the numbers also fine. It's not a big deal. So you can do the direct multiplication. So 6 3s are 18 and 8 4s 8 6 are 48. What is 48 into 18? Again 48 can be written as 50 minus 2, right? So a minus b. So 18 into 50, the answer is 900 minus 18 twos are 36. So if you subtract 900 and 36, the difference is option B, 864. Or also you want to know the problem in a simple manner, you can also go with unit digit concept. 6 3s are unit digit 8, 8 6 are unit digit is 8. Unit digit is nothing but 6 3s are 18, right? So unit digit is 8. 8 6 are 48, unit digit is 8. 8 8s are 64, so unit digit is 4. So what is the option which satisfies the unit digit 4? Option B, again the same answer. So you can do it, guys, based on your calculation skills, and we are already uploaded this type of speed math techniques in our Prime website, so you can able to see over there, and it will be very good for you guys, and you can do the problems in less time. So just look into the next question. Which number comes in this series? So just look at here, guys. The series is given 1 4 12 35 103. So try to pause the video and try to solve it on your own first, and we will look into the explanation part. Okay, I hope everyone done well. Just look into the explanation now. 1 4 12 35 103. So the number is started with 1, but it is increasing very quickly through the 3-digit number. So it is started with the unit digit and going through 3-digit number means it is fastly increasing. Whenever the series is rapidly increasing, you have to go for some of the combinations of multiplications and divisions. If it is fastly decreasing, you have to go for divisions, but it is increasing only, so you have to multiply these terms. But if you multiply, even digit cannot be the odd number. Even number cannot be odd number if you multiply, right? So along with multiplication, he also doing some additions. This is the logic you will get if you see our Prime websites, right? So just look at here. I will do the calculation simply. 1 become 4. How? It is become 3 times and added 1. I can say like this, right? And 4 become 12. 4 become 12 means 4 3s are 12. So nothing is added, so I can assume as 0. So is this logic is correct or not? We will look into the next problem, next sequence, that is 12 to 35. How become 12 to 35? 12 3s are again 36, but it is 35 means minus 1. Okay, got the logic. It is multiplied by 3. Why I have multiplied by 3 is nothing but 4 went to 12 and 12 went to 30 is it obviously 3 times. So 3, but sometimes it is getting increased, decreased. So I have added and subtracted the values. So remember, plus 1, 0, next minus 1. So next will be 35 into 3 minus 2 will be your answer. Is it right or not? We will see. 35 into 3, answer is 105. 105 minus 2, answer is 103. So it's correct. So our answer will be 103 into 3 minus 3. So 103 is nothing but 309. Minus 3 is nothing but 306. So our required answer for this question is option A, 306 is correct. So all you need to know guys, how to predict the calculation is the key, right? So practice more number of questions in our Prime website as well as preppenstar.com. You can able to get this speed. So once again, I'm telling you guys, top 3 commenters on this video to get the free access to the newly launched Prepenstar Prime. So don't forget to comment on this video and try to get this Prepenstar Prime for free so that you can learn a lot of things. So try to comment on this video below and get this access. So along with this, 30 plus companies hiring soon. So don't forget to follow us on our all social media handles so that you can able to get all the information quickly. So we all know, we guys, we are always on the social media very well. So you may not open the YouTube frequently, but you will open all the social media frequently in your mobiles, right? So you can able to get the notifications and all the posts related to the recruitment process and the notifications of multiple companies in these social media handles. At least you have to follow us on our Instagram and Discord or WhatsApp, so that we will post all the major things immediately in these 3 social media handles, and along with Facebook and Telegram. So these may not frequently used by all the people, but these 3 are very frequently used by all the people, and we have moreover 10,000 people in our Discord community. So try to reach over there and you can easily communicate with us. Thank you so much. This is the end of the session. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye bye.